is the Stanlet Parable Ultra Deluxe. I wanted to play this since last year. I think I watched. It's a good question. Who did I watch? I just need to Google this. I know I watched someone, but I forgot who. I think it was like Markiplier. Yes. It was Markiplier. Markiplier. Okay. See? I knew it. I'm good. I'm too good. Anyways. Let's play. Have you played the Stanlet Parable before? No. But I played this for a demo. Okay, whatever. I'll just leave that there, because I'm not old. The current time? It's PM. 5:52. Oh, I can just hold it. Oh, I should have went backwards. That would have been nice. 5:52. Hang on, I gotta get the world clock out. Cause I gotta get the amount of seconds. Cause whatever turns to 53 right before my eyes. You never know. So. Oh, okay. 53. It's 53. Okay. Okay. I only missed it by like 3 seconds. Okay. I don't really care. Yay! 100? Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's play. Okay, yep, you can hear things, that's good. The end is never. Nice.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yes, it is.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
The big 427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
No, he didn't. I'm gonna stay here. What? It lets me type on the phone, not on the keyboard. Oh! Shit, I can crouch. Pencil. What does that say? Oh, Monday's Garfield. What is that? I have no clue. Oh, I'm still typing. I just don't want to leave. Because I know things, he says things if you don't leave, but I might. I'm gonna leave. Okay. Oh. I locked myself out. Hello? Why am I still typing?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
They're dead.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
I can't get
Click a door
achievements.
5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no.
didn't get this
can't
on
just
Steam,
give these
so I don't
merits
get
away for such
achievements.
little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I'm butterfly clicking this shit. Although I suck at it, so. But. Photocopier. Did I play Jazz Punk on stream? I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, then I might play that. Ooh, ooh, bright. Ooh, there's a clock. What does it say on the clock? I have no fucking clue what that says, and I don't even know why they needed the time from me. Picture. Still typing. Ooh. Oh, I wanted to read that. Ooh, what is that? It's green. Oh my god, he was playing cards. What? Poker? What's that? Solitaire. Seems like he wasn't doing his job unless his job is that. Surname access. Okay. Oh, how conspicuous. All the doors are opening, creating a pathway. A ladder. A leaf. Another picture. What's that? What does that say? Why is that like some weird guy? Blue loops. What are blue loops? What are chips? What the fuck does that last thing say? I have no clue, but I can't get in there, and I want to because there's a way to get through there, like through that door. All the clocks have different times. Ooh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't. Haha.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
How about kill yourself? How about that? I mean, keep yourself safe. Haha. I want to see what that says. I can't fucking read it though, but I really want to get to that back room there. I was gonna point at it, but I realized how stupid that would make me. And then I want to like, you know, do stuff. See it, check it out.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Give me a Pepsi.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Give me a fucking Pepsi, will ya? Okay, apparently not. Why is that?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I want to stay in here for longer. I really want to know what he says.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh my god, I love the narrator, bro. I love this game so much. Oh.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Oh, I can't wait to go into the closet. Oh, that's like spoiling, but there's a closet. And you sit there for so many times and there's so many lines of dialogue. It's so cool. I might wait here for like another minute, and then if there's no more dialogue, then I will go. Wow, this is a really interesting route. I love this painting. It's more sky than mountain. It looks AI generated. This one is just a fallen leaf. And this one, it's more ocean than sky. It's quite boring, but oh, look at these chairs. Made of what looks to be wool, but chairs can't be made of wool. And the I Hate Mondays mug. And that. I see these paintings everywhere. And I love them. Coffee nut. Okay. I want to leave now. He's saying no more lines of dialogue, so I'm gonna...
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No, I didn't. Ooh, there's a room in front of me. What's that?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey, do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. You're a good-looking narrator and not annoying at all. Oh, I lied. You're ugly. And I need more dialogue from you. I don't know why I walked in here. I kind of just want to do everything that he's telling me not to do. Ah! I'm locked out. Boo-hoo. I need a key card. Oh, shut up. Do not jump in the cargo while it's in motion. But you're dead. If you jump off it, then I really wanna jump off it. Oh, didn't you get a thing if you jump off it and hit your head? I need a key card for that, so I can't even jump. I wish I could jump though.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you're very powerful.
I'm so powerful for committing suicide. That's it. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I see how
what
it
could
is.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what? Fuck you, narrator.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Shut up.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, we've already admired it.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room.
What a gorgeous
room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room.
Is this
Life
new?
without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Oh my god, that was new dialogue.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm gonna betray him again. I'm not gonna listen to him.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I need a key card. Do I get it from over here? So I wonder if I'll open that door, but it needs a key card. And there's nothing. I'm gonna...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
Wait,
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
I've read it, but like
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who have I
Please,
been neglecting?
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
I can.
Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Her? Who? Oh, that's such a fear of mine to get your foot stuck in the cracks of that.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who? Do I have a wife? I want to read the short history by H. Wickham Steed. Why is there so many? Okay. But who is this her? I don't have a wife. I don't get bitches. Get the garage open. Bulldog. Ooh. Ooh.
That's her, Stanley. You need... Oh, no, you can't...
Haha.
Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes,
That
I
wasn't
did.
supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an
I don't
incorrect
want to
course
see
of
my
action.
wife and kids.
How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
Huh?
How had I not noticed it sooner?
What?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I was
so
so mistaken.
shocked. I'm
This
not
is why you've been
Stanley.
able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around
I've
in this
been
game for
making
so long.
incorrect
If you'd
choices,
made any
Mr.
more wrong
Narrator.
choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate
What?
you properly on safe decision-making in the
No,
real
please,
world. Please
no.
observe this helpful instructional video.
Instructional video? No.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
I ain't
But if
listening to
used
this.
incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Rupert.
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to
Me.
read.
I'll spend
Which
years of hard
choice
work.
would you make? Remember
Forgetting
that
how to
unlike
read.
here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow
Oh.
the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot
not
continue
real.
talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness. Is it 4:30? I'm going to
Excellent.
have a back sack
Making
and
choices
crack.
on a regular basis is the best part to a
What
healthy
is that?
decision-making process.
Why is he on a
Most
fucking
medical
crocodile?
professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
8?
Do you
Okay.
make more than 8? Less?
I make less.
And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Is it finished? It's finished.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative
Oh.
contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed
Oh.
on good decision-making,
Like
we're
Star
going to
Wars.
revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I'm moving. Do I have to? Danger, danger everywhere? Bulldogs. 8. They all have 8. Wait, do I have to go? I don't really want to. Why is this like a projection? Where is it coming from? What? Is that a stair rail? Why am I... Okay, can I go back in here? I can't. What are those? Cigarette butts. Yummy. Isn't the white part... Aren't you supposed to put the orange part in your mouth? Why? Okay. Oh, well. That was lovely. I really wanted to talk to my wife. I actually wanted to for once. Oh, do I have to go back on this?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Come on,
Imagine
narrator.
the main character dying senselessly halfway through the
I already
story.
did that.
That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any
wanna
worse.
jump.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is
Oh,
not
you're
well
a real
equipped to deal
bitch,
with
narrator.
reality.
You're a bitch. Oh, misuse. Okay. What do I jump up? What do I... Oh. Can I not? Just gonna close? I feel like you can get on there somehow. Because I feel like Markiplier did that. What the hell do I do now? Do I go in here? Can I go back? Can't even go back out. Oh, okay then. Wasn't this door open? Yeah, it was.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
What if I don't?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No, thank you. Oh my god. Oh, I have to. That's so gay. It's all the same fucking pictures.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
I
No,
can't
I have to.
jump.
I have to shut the game down.
No, you don't.
To.
Don't shut the game.
I have to.
No. No! Don't shut down my game! I'm playing this in the dark.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish.
Yes, you
with
are.
you.
What's wrong with me?
Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say
Sure.
to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No.
That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh.
Narrator.
Story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I tried so hard to make...
What's happening?
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
I
All
really want to
right.
enter the door on the right again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Fine.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. CPS report. I don't know what that is. Oh my god. Oh, pie chart. This is pregnant. No, thank you. What? I'm streaming! Bitch. Okay, I'm not gonna read all that. I don't really want to. It's my time! It's... No! Let me through the door. It was my moment, and I couldn't get to it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can I go through those doors? Pretty please? I said pretty please, so... Might as well let me.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Bitch.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right
Night
there on
Shark
the wall.
115. Okay.
I'm sorry, is there a
Rude.
problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story.
But I
This is a
literally
crucial
can't.
step.
I literally can't. Night Shark 115. I don't want to press escape.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why does he look like that?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
Shut up.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward.
He's talking like a therapist.
Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Sorry, Leroy.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
There we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime. A work of art.
Sublime!
What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, let's do this one now.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, thank you. Button. I want to commit on that.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Fine, I'll go left. Have it your way.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Please don't.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Without touching the keyboard.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Better be. Somewhere in them truck.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to...
Fired!
Who am I kidding?
That's correct.
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
No!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Means you can
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I should do the telephone one again. And meet my wife.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Ah! Maze. Hate them. Okay.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Oh.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
Huh?
The story. Here it comes.
Yep.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Ooh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! Yay! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanlet Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I don't like following the line. I'm not following the line.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
I have to follow the line. But I don't want to follow the line. That's the thing. I don't consent to following the line, actually. This is all done without consent, okay? I didn't want to follow the line, but I have to.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What? No. What the fuck?
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take some pictures of that. I don't flash on. Why won't flash turn on? Why isn't it flashing? Okay, whatever. Just pretend we took a photo of that. Which, I mean, I did, but...
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I'm so tired. Oh, I've been streaming for 42 minutes.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
That's what I mean.
No,
yeah.
not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. I don't trust the narrator.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Dragons.
Go wild. Use your imagination.
Furry sex.
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh,
no, not you again.
Patrick Bateman.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I want to go up there.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Yay.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, Will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Probably
And since
not.
the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
I'm gonna continue to go on the arrows to see if he says anything. No, I don't think he's saying anything. Oh.
Oh, hold up. What's this?
Huh?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Okay, don't do it then.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
I don't know, did we?
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I
So,
don't think so.
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the
This is
journey,
making me
though
so
they're always
tired
saying
to
that life is
fuck
about
up
the journey
narrative.
and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Yes!
hoping he might find an answer. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No! No, I'm gonna wait. He says dialogue for like 7 minutes.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Yeah, that's
No reason to still be here.
the magic of it. It's a broom closet. Got a broom in it.
It was baffling that
orange
Stanley
thing.
was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh, fuck all. Okay.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yep.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yeah.
If I'd said
so-
Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Okay.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh,
Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite.
Yes.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
Oh. Okay. A little
Stanley
bit
was
sad.
fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I am not addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well,
How
I've come to a
rude.
very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Yep.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system
I had a
and you
stroke.
collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Okay.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be
I'm wearing
nearby?
headphones.
The
Haha.
person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No thanks. Can I wait here a little longer? I'm gonna wait here a little longer. I don't think that there's any more dialogue. It doesn't seem like there's any more dialogue. I'm gonna... Yeah.
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I get coming to a staircase,
Huh.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, thank you. What does that say? Hi, Lonnie. Okay.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled.
Yep.
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yep.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Ooh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay, therapist, pop off.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Ah!
And everything went black.
Really? Let's see.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella!
Mariella woke
I'm
up on a day
now.
like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Okay.
And then she turned and ran. Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
know, I answered
Perhaps
that.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yep, I did it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping... Oh, no. Oh, no,
Yes.
no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I love this room. I love this room so much. I would marry this room. What's that? Is it some kind of twine? Like duct tape?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, yes, I did. Ooh. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then what's the boss chose? Can I take a shit? I can't take a shit. Ooh! Up. Let's go. I'll go down. He's singing. The narrator's singing. Yeah, I'm getting quite bored. This is quite boring. I'm gonna go back up. That was boring. Oh, I've been streaming for an hour and 4 minutes. Nice.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Oh, please, let's
Shocked,
play the piano.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Wow.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Ooh, don't fall down there. Okay. I might end this.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I might end this here. Okay. Okay, guys, I am going to end the stream here. So, yeah. I think it automatically saves. So, or maybe not, I don't know.